everyone! Welcome to Oxford Library's Magical Creature Drawing Class. I'm Miss Sarah, and today we are using our book, Draw 62 Magical Creatures and Make Them Cute by Heejum Kim, in order to draw some mythical creatures to go along with our summer reading theme of Imagine Your Story. So every week we're going to draw a new creature, and I'm going to show you how to draw it over here step by step, so that way you guys can learn to draw it at home. Today, we are going to be drawing flower fairies, okay? So this one right here is gonna be what we end up drawing today, okay? But if you look over here, there's lots of different ways that you can draw a flower fairy, okay? It all just depends on what kind of personality you wanna give your character, and maybe also what they're doing, and how their day's going, and it all depends on how you draw them. Okay, so we're going to take a look right here, and just real quick, we're going to see what we think this fairy, this flower fairy says and is doing. So I personally think that she is a friendly fairy and is waving hi to someone who she hasn't seen in a long time. And I think that because not only is she smiling and her hand's over here waving to someone, but also her other arm is relaxed. Her eyes are wide open. She seems very open to having conversation and to say hi to someone. So she just seems like a really nice fairy. But there's some differences you can see, that maybe she's not carrying anything, so she's not busy, so she has time to say hi. Or she's not distracted by anything else. She's looking right at the person to say hi to them. Okay? So let's try and draw our flower fairy today. Okay, so some things to keep in mind before we get started is, one, this is just practice. So even if something doesn't turn out exactly the way you want, you can always try and do it again later the way that you want. Two, this is just for fun, okay? So there's no use getting upset or angry if something doesn't go your way, because we're here to have fun and to practice drawing and to practice giving our characters some personality. All right? So let's get started. I have my book down here so I can see step by step, and I'll show you up here the steps. All right? So first things first is our fairy has a great big oval head. A little chin, just like that. She has two great big eyes and eyelashes. She has a nose with some nostrils, put that right there, and a great big smile. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color my smile in. So you guys can change your characters any way that you want in order to make them your own character, okay? So maybe your character's frowning, and that's okay. All right, here is our face. Oh golly, what a face that is. But let's keep going. I can always change something later after I see how the whole result looks. So I'm gonna give my fairy a little neck. She's got a big head and a little neck. And on one arm, she has it down like this. Here's her thumb. Here's her hand. I'm going to draw her body like that. And then we're going to finish the arm, so that way we can see that her arm is hanging out by her hip. Then this arm is down like that, up like this. Give her a little hand. Maybe she only has 3 fingers. That's okay too. Boop, just like that. All right, so next step is, ooh, I kind of drew my fairy big. We're gonna give her a flower petal skirt. Okay, so here's my one flower petal. Gonna erase that. Maybe she has a little body. Body like this. I'm going to start with just one big flower petal in the middle, and then from there, that's how I'm going to get all the other flower petals. And I can go beyond because that means it helps me give it dimension. It makes it a little bit more, you can see that it goes around her whole body. Just like that. I make this thicker, I give her a little belt. Okay, and then for now, I'm just gonna do this, give her some legs like that. But you can draw her with some feet too. I just don't have room. Alright, so we have some flower petals down here. She has her body, her arms, and her hands, her face. So we're also going to give her some petals, like her head is a flower as well. So we're gonna go 1, 2, till her whole head is a flower. Just like that. Okay, and then we can make her cuter by giving her some little cheeks, like that. Maybe you want to give those cheeks a pattern. Kind of give them some lines to show there's a difference. Maybe we want to give her a different color body. So we could color this in, or maybe we could give it a pattern all its own. We can give some patterns to the leaves here. So if I draw this down, just do some lines like that. Okay, so now she has some leaves. Maybe her flowers are a different color. Maybe we'll color them in. Okay, and there is our flower fairy. That looks pretty good. So, this is how I made my flower fairy cute because I was following along with the book. It doesn't look exactly the same, but it was my first try, and I think it looks pretty cute. There's lots of things I could change to it to make it different. I could add some hearts around her. Oop, if that looks like a heart. I could do that. I could give her some more flowers here. And give her a little flower chain like that. So there's lots of things you can play around with, okay? So why don't you try this at home? Please feel free to share any pictures of your drawings with us. We'd love to see them. And we'll see you next week for a new magical creature. Okay? Bye!